Do you feel like you are overwhelmed, like there is so many options, you don't know where to start, what to let go of? Homeschool FOMO is real, and here are 5 tips that I think you might benefit from. Let's get started. The first is pray about it. If you don't know if you should include something or not, if you should be involved in something or not, pray about it. Let's acknowledge that we're not God. We don't know what's best. We're going to mess up. That's okay. It's in God's hands. So let's pray, ask Him for guidance, ask Him to close doors and opportunities that aren't right for our family, and continue to seek Him and follow His guidance. If you're new here, I'm Abby, and one thing you'll learn very quickly is that I love unit studies. I love having themed things, and sometimes I get really overwhelmed that we can't do it all. We can't read all of the books in the given amount of time. We can't go to, like, I don't know, a Renaissance festival during the right time period that we are studying, and I get so down about this. But the truth is that those topics are gonna come up again, and maybe we'll do it then, or maybe not even when we revisit that topic, but when the opportunity is right, we will be able to go to that festival or do that craft. And that will actually help us with review. That will draw things back. That'll spin sparks of like, oh, remember when we did this? It's actually a really good thing. You don't have to feel like you have to do it all at one time. Another thing I would recommend is making a list. This is really important for me, especially in the summer, and especially when I was getting started. I was like, oh, I love that about that curriculum and that about that approach, and I want to do all of these things. And what I really found to help me was to just create a page or even several pages, maybe by grade or by age. Maybe this one seems like it'll fit better at this time, or maybe if this doesn't work, then I want to try this. Get it out of my brain, onto a piece of paper where I know I can go back to it, and then just trust in what we are doing at that moment. Now, I've gone back to those lists, and several of those things I've been able to check off and say, oh yeah, I know so-and-so uses that, and this is something that I don't really like about that, or I've been able to get my hands on this. But just having it written down, having it set aside, and knowing that it was there if I wanted to go to it in the future is super helpful. So try that out. If you're not really sure what you should be doing right now in your homeschool, ask your kids. See what they're interested in, what they want to learn about, and follow that interest. When you are like involved and interested and wanting to learn more about something, that's when it's really going to sink in. So even though we have plans that we're going to do this specific topic, when our kids bunny trail, or not even bunny trail, but they just like jump ship and they're somewhere else, let's just maybe go with that. Now, there's an appropriate time and things for that, but maybe that's where we need to be right now with them and just pursuing that interest. So we can come back to the other things later on, but man, don't miss that opportunity when they are interested in it. There are a lot of good things to be involved in, to go to. We want to make sure our kids are socialized, but it's okay to say no to good things. That's just part of life. What we really need to do is follow what we have been called to, what God has called our home, our family to. And if those good things maybe don't align right now, if it doesn't meet our phase of life. Okay, I just told this story the other day, actually. Recognizing your phase of life is really important, because I knew, oh, I have to do nature studies with my kids. I have to get them out in nature. We need to go camping. We need to go hiking. And my kids weren't potty trained. I had 4 kids in 4 years and instantly thought, like, we need to go camping. We need to go do all of these things. It was miserable. It was absolutely awful. But now that my kids are between the ages of 5 and 9, it's amazing. It's so much fun, and we have a great time going out, and I think that's just gonna get better. So recognize your phase of life. Say no to things when you need to say no, and know that that is okay. All right, here's some other videos that you might want to go check out next. Thanks so much for watching, you guys, and if you have any comments, leave them down below. Bye-bye.